rhymes with cocks? Locks.
So Hot Gay Time Machine is a musical comedy extravaganza in which me and Zach take the audience through our lives growing up as gay men with original songs all about the most poignant moments in a gay man's life. From coming out to your mum, to trying not to look at other boys in the locker room at school, to realising you're gay in a song called Couldn't Get It Up for my girlfriend. Me and Zach were, during uni in third year, were in our theatre bar. We were like, oh my god, how funny would it be if we like did like a two-man show next term and like every so funny like wrote like silly songs, it would be funny. And then at midnight that evening was the deadline for applying for shows for the next term. So we just like did an application in the theatre, like sent a selfie for the show poster and then like sent it off. And then fast forward a week before the show. Oh, and the time we're like, oh Lucy, you're director,
and I was like, yes,
Lucy.
Yes, of course, I'll direct it.
And I'll show Hot Gay Time Machine, la la la. And then a week before the show,
I was like, wait, is the show actually happening? And they were like, yeah, we've got a slot. And I was like, am I actually doing this? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, good! And then we like got into my room in university and I was like, okay, like any ideas that we've got? And I was like, oh, we want to do a song about like not looking at cocks in the locker room. And I was like, great. And I was just like, okay, so we're gonna do it about your lives growing up as gay men. We'll go on a time traveling journey. We'll also have an arc about which one of you is the Beyonce. We'll weave it like this. These will be the songs. And then we like spent the next week like ordering Domino's in the theatre dressing room, like staying up till 3 AM, being like, what rhymes with cocks?
There is a script, obviously, and it's but it's a lot because it's just like me and Zach, and it's kind of cabaret, and there's like audience interaction, and then if people like heckle, we have to like deal with them, and sometimes you get like different vibes, different audiences, different energy levels, depending on like what day of the week it is and stuff, and so we are like thinking on the spot a lot, and sort of like carrying the energy of this like wild show throughout, and so that requires a lot of like mental activity. We can't just just go on stage and just like do the show without thinking everything changes every night. So that's quite exhausting, but it's also just like a ridiculous amount of fun, and I can't tell you how amazing it is performing with Zach because he's like actually such a phenomenal performer. And so if I'm like feeling a bit like off or whatever, or if I do like a bad joke, which I rarely do because I'm very naturally funny and witty and spontaneous, he really like is good at like rescuing it and like ad-libbing his way out of my sticky situations. I don't know, it's more quite like emotionally fulfilling as opposed to emotionally draining, because we get to do things like coming out. He like plays my mum at one point, and I like come out to him on stage in this like
really like positive narrative that's like really lovely and great.
And the audience like really like respond nicely to that because it's nice to watch like a nice positive queer thing happening on stage. And there's a bit we have like a little fight because he like is like acting like straight in front of a friend of his, and I'm like, he's like, oh, don't be so gay, and I'm like, oh, but then I'm like Zach, it's okay, and he's like, oh, thank you, and then we have like a nice like moment. So it's like it's more just like uplifting for us to do. So I hope it's uplifting for anyone that comes along.